Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Mike here at Gamefromscratch, and let us all just pour one out for our homie Unity forums. Yes, Unity forums are being killed off the end of July, and these actually are a very important place for Unity because quite simply, this is a repository of knowledge going back a very, very long time. So the announcement's here. We'll get back to the announcement in just a sec. If you never used it before, Unity forums are kind of the go-to place to ask questions about Unity. Now, I know the world has been slowly moving away from forums, which is a very sad thing. I run a Discord server. Link is down below, by the way. I love Discord, but it isn't the same as a forum because a forum is great for just acquiring knowledge. So what you see here, this is, for example, the general graphics forum, and you'll see here you have 600 pages of posts here going back a very, very long time. So we got content all the way back into early 2014 in this particular forum, and the forum sections themselves, there's a ton of categories. So you see over here, including things like Project Tiny, which I don't even know if that exists anymore, but basically a category for literally every aspect of working with Unity. This is a question and answer knowledge base. Now, no doubt ChatGPT and all the other AI things have sucked up everything they can learn from here, but you, in your search results, would often be directed to the Unity forums, and they are being shut down. You'll see this announcement up here, the end of July, they are moving over to Unity discussions. Now, they did something like this in the past. They said that they were going to announce and shut down Unity answers. Now, this was actually just before Unite. I got a chance to talk to them about that. That was mostly an accounting miscalculation, and the people that ran the software behind it jacked up the prices, and the bean counter said, nope, no more, and they pulled the plug, and then the community said, you can't shut down Unity Answers. This is a huge repository of knowledge. Don't kill it. And they walked it back, so they ended up saving it. I don't think that is going to happen in the case of forums. Instead, what they're doing is they're migrating from one software to another. Now, the big downside to this, and the reason why this is not great news, is there is just years and years and years and years and years of SEO, or search engine optimization. Search engines have been training on Unity forums for eons. So when you ask a Unity question, often you are directed there. Well, they're going to break all of those links forever. But they are migrating things over. So they've got an update about the Unity forums. So the end of July, they're going to be doing this. They are moving over to Unity discussions, which a lot of people are not that keen on, if I'm honest. And there is a unified community platform. There's more functionality, they say, and better scalability and optimization of community operations there. And in terms of the transition itself, so they have a transition plan. So mid-July, Unity forums become read-only and remain in that state until they are shut down. During that time, you can continue through the discussions Q&A. Right before the forum shut down at the end of July, Unity discussions will become read-only for approximately 2 days to finalize the migration. So in terms of what is being migrated over, you're getting all user accounts created, at least one post or one like will be migrated. If a forum user already has an account in Unity discussions, their account data will be added to their existing account. Avatars will be migrated unless the existing discussion account already has an avatar. Post and like history will be migrated. Signatures will be appended to users' bios in Unity discussion and will no longer appear under user post. And account settings will not be migrated. In terms of the actual data that's being moved over, all topics with at least one reply. So basically, if you asked a question and nobody answered it, they're just going to bin that stuff. But anything that has at least one reply in it is being ported over. If the topic was under 90 days, all topics younger than 90 days, including ones that haven't been replied to. So basically all the new content from the last 3 months, even if nobody replied to it, that's all being ported over as well. All the staff topics, all the sticky threads, topics and posts with at least one reply or one like, but no activity in the last 12 months will be migrated as closed, so no more contributing to those ones. I think this is a mistake, to be honest, because a lot of times people resurface old stuff and it's still relevant, but that's the decision they made. Current forum thread and post URLs will be preserved as redirects to their new matching content. Now, this is the key thing. If they pull this one off, it's going to do a redirect automatically, so the search engine should update and carry the conversation or the data over. Be interesting to see if that actually works. I migrated the blog software for Gamefromscratch, and I'll tell you, it was a very mixed bag how well that worked for SEO software. Quotes, code blocks, inline code, collapsible sections, and styling options supported by Markdown will be migrated as well. BB code formatting for font type, font size, font color, text alignment will not be migrated. So a lot of the code from the old bulletin board that would have specific markups using BB code markups markings. They're not going to be carried or preserved over, and all private messages will be migrated. Attachments that have file names will also be migrated. So it looks like they're doing a reasonable job of it. So this is the forum software once again. We're actually, ironically enough, reading about this on the forum software, so hopefully this gets migrated over. And, you know, there's feedback and responses to it. Mixed bag. I don't think that there's any particular badness or illness here. There is a lot of potential to screw this up. It's a very Herculean task that they're undertaking, and who knows what it will ultimately do. Now, here we are in the new Unity discussions. These are going to replace the Unity forums, and I haven't used them enough really to have too much of an opinion. I know reading on Twitter and in comments that people definitely prefer the forum, but sometimes people just prefer stuff because that's the way they've always done it. And the software behind the scenes, it was vBulletin, and this is kind of was the forum software for all forums forever and ever and ever. And we've kind of moved away from these things, and what they're moving towards is Discourse, who is going to be hosting it. And Unreal Engine actually already did the exact same thing and migrated their forums. And I also got to point out that a whole lot of information was lost when Unreal Engine did this exact same thing. So Unity are going to be moving over to this software. As you can see, this is the new discussion site. It's up and running. So somewhere in mid-July, they'll move all of the content over, have it over as read-only, and then lock you up for a couple days while they finalize things. Be interested to see how many things they screw up. There's a lot of potential to screw up here, but it is nice that they are going to be preserving those redirects. So hopefully we don't lose a ton of information here. Reality is we probably will. It's just the nature of the beast here. But the internet evolves, and it's evolved from vBulletin over to Discourse. And I'm curious, what do you think of Unity discussions in general? Do you like the site better? Do you like it worse? Are you hoping that they pull this one off, or do you think they're going to screw it up? Let me know. Comments down below. I'll talk to you all later. Goodbye.